Hey guys, welcome back. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss. I know, I know that it has been a minute. It's been like 2.5, 3 weeks since I recorded, which for me it feels like forever. I promise every single day that went by I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get up content. I need to get up content. But literally I've been like so busy with work. It is so stressful, so time consuming. I travel so much, and then trying to have a life outside of that is just too much for your girl at times. But we are here today. I'm going to do a quick video for you guys. I'm very excited about it because I feel like it was highly requested over the past couple of days. I've been posting a lot more selfies and you guys are really feeling my selfies. So yeah, I wanted to come on here today and talk about the key products in my skincare routine that I really feel like have revamped my skin. And it also has been coupled with getting facials on a bi-weekly basis. I know for some of you might be thinking like, oh my god, that's a lot, like I only get facials once a month. But honestly, now that I've been going to see my esthetician every other week, it has literally been life changing. That's her texting me now, actually. It's literally been life changing, and I would definitely, highly, absolutely recommend having an esthetician in your life, a dermatologist, a good skincare regimen, antibiotics, topicals, like all that good stuff. But we're going to jump into that in a minute, if you know what I mean. I'm so excited to be back. You guys can see that I'm barefaced. I got the little pixie curly bob going on here, which I'm kind of feeling. At first, when I put this hair in, I was like, girl, this hair is way too curly for me. Like, we're gonna have to straighten it and do like some wand curls because it is too much. But last night I washed my hair and I twisted it. Like back in the day, remember you used to like twist your hair back so you can get like the natural wavy hair. I went ahead and pulled one of those moves, and I actually do like the way it came out. So I'm serving you guys Shirley Temple with the side of like Kim K realness, if you know what I mean. So yeah, before we jump to the video, you guys already know the drill. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash subscribe, hit like, and let's jump into the video. All right. Oh girl, I cannot keep this little jacket up. I'm trying to give y'all a little swaggy, you know, like off the shoulder, on the shoulder, like. So yeah, like I said earlier, I wanted to go ahead and come on here and record an updated skincare routine because I am very open about like my hormonal acne, cystic acne, excess sebum, just like the struggle that I face when it comes to a good skincare routine and just having my acne under control. And this video is by no means to come on here and be like, oh my god, I'm cured of acne. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Acne is like an ongoing everyday battle for me, and just speaking about it now makes me feel like, you know, it might just pop up because I'm putting it into the universe, you know what I mean? So I'm like very scared right now. But I just want to come on here and let you guys know the key things that work for me. To give you a little bit of background on my skin, I am oily, okay? Like, I'm oily everywhere. I don't have a normal gland in my body. Overall, like, my skin is fairly, you know, tight. I don't have any wrinkles or anything like that. I only suffer from like discoloration post acne, if you know what I mean, because when I do get pimples, I have a tendency to pick at them. So that's why, like I was saying earlier, I go to my dermatologist and my esthetician very often so that I won't have to pick at my face. Because if I schedule, you know, on a like a bi-weekly basis, then I'm seeing her enough so where it's like, okay, she can handle that. Because picking at your skin is probably like the number one reason why acne spreads, flares up, and just creates demarcation and hyperpigmentation in your skin, which that's not cute. So yeah, I have oily skin. What else? Yeah, I think that's like it. I have oily skin, sensitive skin, acne prone skin, and I think that's it. Like, is there any other classification that I'm missing? I need to go like on skinceuticals.com. So yeah, if you guys want to see like I did a video like this maybe like a couple years ago, and you guys have really liked that video. I get a ton of emails on my skincare regimen back then, the products that I use. Some girls love it, some guys love it, some girls don't because it may make them too dry. But like I said, everybody's skin is different. I'm not normal to oily by any means. The only time I get normal skin is on my forehead area, and that's only when like the winter time comes, or if I travel to Denver, Chicago, etc., Canada, even to another country. Like, that's when I really notice that my skin becomes more dry, and I feel myself using more oils, more masks to keep that hydration and nourishment into my skin. So I don't want to make this video too long. I posted this picture yesterday and I got a ton of feedback. I was like, wow, like you guys really liked it. I was telling you guys that I'm really impressed with my skin progression and I'm really working towards perfect skin every day, although everybody's definition of perfect is different. Like mine is just clear skin. Like when I have clear skin, I feel so much more confident, so much more awoke, you know what I mean? And I just feel like I'm that bitch when I have clear skin. That's what this video is going to be about today. So I'm going to jump into the 5 key products that I feel like you guys need in your life. You can only buy one of these over the counter, so you will need to go see a dermatologist if you guys are suffering from acne. I suffer from cystic acne, hormonal acne, and yeah, that's the tea with me. That's what I suffer from. Today, my skin is at about a 9.5, so I feel like I need to come on here and talk about it. I need to talk about it because I'm confident, you know what I mean? I'm that bitch. So today, my skin is really good. I actually went and got a facial about 3 hours ago. I went and got I think it's called like an oxygen facial, like oxygenating or something type of facial. And then it's mixed with the microdermabrasion. She calls it the red carpet facial. As you guys can see, I'm ready to go walk the red carpet right now. Like all I need is my dress. So let's jump into the products. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about 5 key products. It's not going to be like a skincare routine that I do on a morning or nightly basis, because if that's the case, this video would have been at least like an hour long, because I use a certain set of products in the morning, a couple things in the middle of the day, and then I use a different set of products at night. But I pretty much keep the face wash consistent. If you guys want to see an updated skincare daytime or nighttime routine, I did a daytime at the end of the year in 2018. But if you guys want to see like an updated nighttime routine, which is when I really get in there and give it my all, give this video a thumbs up or let me know in the comments down below, because I'm all here for it. Like literally in my past life, I was an esthetician, 100% facts. The product I want to talk about is Axone, which is a 7.5% gel. Now, I must keep it real on this product. When my dermatologist first prescribed this, which was about like 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't really know how to use it, and the pharmacist really wasn't giving me like the key things. I think they were just saying like use it in morning and night, but I didn't really know how to use it, because whenever I use creams, I only use them as like a spot treatment. So when I got this one, I was only using it as a spot treatment. It would leave a lot of like white residue on my face. I was like, ugh, like what's that? I don't want that. So I just really canceled it out, and I never went and like got my refills or anything on it. So a few months ago, as you guys know, I suffer from like massive breakout. I don't know what happened. This was like right around the holidays where we started eating crazy. I was living crazy. Like we just weren't consistent. I wasn't taking my pills consistently, and my skin flared up. Once in my dermatologist, he's like, hey, I'm going to put you on Accutane. I'm like, okay, no. The things I heard about Accutane have not been good at all. Like I don't want to suffer from drying on my lips, drying in my eyes. Like I wear contacts. Like that wasn't even an option. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go back, revisit my skincare routine, make sure I'm taking everything consistently, applying all the topicals consistently and correctly, and we can see if everything just settles down. So with this gel right here, this is an anti-inflammatory, and it is used for cystic acne, hormonal acne, and just severe acne in general. So what you want to do is, after you wash your face and tone or use your astringent, you want to apply this all over your face. It's a white cream. Can you guys see that? Like it's a white cream that comes out like that, and if you just like apply it, I apply this all over my face. Although it looks clear, it does kind of leave like a white film. So in the morning is when I use this one. I apply it on my cheeks only, because my forehead really isn't a problem area, and I don't want to dry out my forehead. This like absorbs excess oil, so you want to put it in the places where you're super oily, but I will recommend putting it all over your face, because that's how it works better when it's even and it's not just like targeting one spot. Like you want to use it everywhere, let your pores soak it up. And honestly, since I've been using this, I feel like my skin is way more calm. I don't get as oily throughout the day, girl. Literally before I start using the Axone, I would go to work, and by 9 o'clock I would literally just look like I had castor oil all over my face. Like I literally had one girl like leave me some type of mask on my desk. Like I don't know if she was throwing shade or what, but like I came to work and it was like a mask on my desk, and I'm like, who the heck left me like a Garnier mask? Like who does that? She's like, oh, you know, I just noticed you be oily. Like, what you mean you noticed I be oily? Like we couldn't talk about it? That was weird. So anyway, I definitely think Axone is something that you should talk to your dermatologist about if you feel like you're oily or if you're suffering from acne, because this definitely is a staple in my routine. Like I said, it's the 3rd step: wash, tone, and then Axone, which acts as a serum, but I still use the serum as well, but this is definitely a key. So the next topical I want to talk about is Tazorac, and I probably mentioned this in my video before, but Tazorac literally is a game changer. Okay, so this is like the strongest thing you're going to get for a pimple. And even though like cystic acne, I feel like is undefeated, it really is, because even with Tazorac, like it's not going to take it away overnight. You're going to have to literally apply it like twice a day for a week until it dries up, and then just like pray to the Heavenly Father above that it goes away, because cystic acne is like a whole nother beast. But literally with Tazorac, before, again, I was using this incorrectly. I was using it as a spot treatment, but now I use this every single night. And again, it's the third step in my skincare regimen. So I wash, I tone, and then I apply the Tazorac all over my face, because this is really just going to soak up all. You guys can see it's like a little white cream. I don't want to waste any of this because it is expensive. Anyway, this is a 0.1% Tazorac, which I think I also have like a 0.5% as well. But it has the benzoyl alcohol in it, a carbomer homopolymer, and then just like a lot of other stuff that like adjusts the pH of your skin. It soaks up the oil. As you guys can see, like I'm not overly oily right now, but honestly, I don't mind like looking oily, because honestly, the more oil, like the less wrinkles, if you know what I mean. But I was using this incorrectly, and this has been a game changer. Like anytime I feel like my skin is becoming like unbalanced, or if I feel like it's flaring up, I make sure to apply the Tazorac all over, and then I'll wake up the next morning and my skin is just that much more calm. Again, with cystic acne, every fight is different. Everybody's situation is different. I'm not saying this is like the end all be all cure, because by no means it is not, but it does work for me to keep my skin more calm. If I do have a pimple under the skin, like I said, it's just really about praying and just making sure you're cleansing your skin as good as you can, because those under the skin pimples are just literally the devil in disguise. I had three, like I didn't have 3 surface pimples on this side, but like I look at my skin under a microscope every single morning, and I know like if a pimple is like hibernating inside my jaw, I'm like, that pimple, I feel it, it's about to come out. And a couple of days later, there it is. So luckily enough, I was going to get a facial today, and she was able to go in and extract the little blackheads that were underneath the surface, so we're all good and dandy there. But Tazorac is definitely something that I would definitely recommend for your dermatologist. I have so many packages of these, like little sample packs that I travel with, and this is something that I definitely use every single night, and I use it appropriately. So I don't know if this is like similar to retinol, because I think if you use retinol, like you wouldn't want to use this, but it's like a Tazorac cream, so it's topical use only, and it's very, very strong. So the purpose of this video today, honestly, was to tell you guys about the things that are like the guerrilla warfare of acne fighting, right? So this is going to be like the gunplay to combat like war, right? All the other stuff that I use that you see like in my morning routine and then like my nighttime routine, that's like a pellet gun, you know, a BB gun. So it's like, it'll help, but it's not going to do the main job. You know what I'm saying? So like this stuff is like the front line of defense, and everything else is like, okay, if you need me to back you up, what you want me to bring. You know what I mean? So like, do I need other stuff? No, but does it make me feel good? Does it make me feel like my face is thoroughly cleaned and I'm just doing the right thing in life? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I said this video was going to be short, and we're at 14. Okay, so the next things I'm moving on to now are going to be the pills that I take. So first I want to talk about Durex, which before I was using Bactrim. This is another anti-inflammatory. I take this one time a day. It's a doxycycline hyclate, which is another anti-inflammatory for acne. So if you have hormonal acne, cystic acne, any type of acne that you're just fighting, whether it's adulthood, teenagehood, maturehood, you know, like this is something that I will hope your dermatologist will recommend, because I can't recommend it for you, because I don't know like if our battle is the same, you know what I mean? Are we walking the same lane, or are we in different lanes? Are we on the same line, or are you walking on the other line for the police? Like, I just don't know. So this is something that I'm taking interchangeably with the Bactrim, which is also another anti-inflammatory. But I was telling my dermatologist how I had the flare up, and he was saying, you know what, we need to trick your skin. We need to switch it up. Like, we don't want your skin to plateau, so I'm going to introduce you to Durex, which was a little bit more expensive, but I take this one time a day, which is at night, and honestly, I haven't gotten worse. I've only gotten better, so I can say that this has been key as well, right? Because these things combined together are all working as a team, right? We're the military, like we're all on one force together. So Durex. So the next pill that I've been taking literally for like 4 years, and I have an interesting story about this. So spironolactone, if you guys Google spironolactone, you will probably see that the number one reason why it's used is for hormonal acne. So hormonal acne, which I probably should have defined this in the beginning. So basically, it's when you're, as a woman or a man, right? Like we both suffer from this, but your hormones are out of whack. You produce much more testosterone than you do estrogen. So your levels are all weird. So in a woman's case, I'm producing too much testosterone, not enough estrogen. So you might have hair, you might have pimples on your jawline, pimples on your cheeks, pimples around here, which can also be attributed to like the hair products you use. But at one point in time, I was suffering. I would wake up every day and I would have a pimple on my jawline, like every single day. And I was just like, you know what? Like, suicide is not an option. Okay, I shouldn't play about suicide. So, you know what? Like, I have to live. So, acne literally stresses you out. Like, when you have acne, you literally don't want to go outside. You want to hibernate. You want to be quarantined. Like, you don't want to do anything. And some people just don't get that. Like, it took Ken a while to understand, like, babe, a whitehead and a pimple underneath the skin, like those are two different types of things, okay? Like it's not the same. So like if I say I have a pimple and I'm like, oh my God, I have a pimple and I'm like getting depressed, that means that literally it's under my skin. I can't pop it. I can't do anything about it. It just has to go away over time. Like, can you imagine like how in control I need to be as an individual, and knowing that I can't control something like that, I can only like try to mitigate it. Like, that's the kind of stress level that I'm talking about. And it might sound like kind of crazy to some people, but like, if you do have acne or if you suffer from acne, you know where I'm coming from. Like, it's like you're probably sitting there right there like, girl, I know exactly what you mean, because that should be stressful as hell. Like, and it's not even funny. So, like I said, it took Ken a while to get on the bandwagon, or just even understand, like, not even the bandwagon, to just like get on the train. Like, okay, you understand what I'm saying, you're absorbing what I'm saying, and you realize you're empathizing, right? So spironolactone is really the first thing that I start taking, and I started noticing changes. And when I say noticing changes, it's not like overnight, it's not a couple weeks. Like when you're going through the phase of acne flare-ups, shit isn't just going to change overnight, okay? We're talking about 3 to 4 months. Like it's a method to the madness. So taking these, when I started 3 or 4 years ago, it took 3 or 4 months, but at that 3 to 4 month mark, you see a drastic change in your skin and your everything. It's just like, oh my God, like I haven't gotten a pimple that hurts. I haven't gotten a flare up. I'm waking up and I'm feeling fine. Like my skin is clearing up. Like these things are really the truth. Like I'm not lying. And I'm so passionate about it that I just had to come over here and talk about it, because I'm so passionate about it. And skincare is like of number one essence to me. Like to me, it's skincare, health, wealth. You know what I mean? Like skincare is first, and then the everything else, because skincare starts from within as well. Just like working out, you can go to the gym every day and look good, but like if you're not eating right, then like it's gonna cancel each other out. So you gotta like start from the inside, you know what I mean? And so once I realized that just washing my face every day using the astringent or witch hazel is not gonna work. Like I have to start from the inside. Think about that. Let that seep into your pores. So yeah, spironolactone is something that's used for hormonal acne, cystic acne. It reduces the oil production and all that good stuff. You can read online about this. It's prescribed as well. I take 1 tablet by mouth once a day. If my dermatologist watches, I hope he's not. You're supposed to take it twice a day, but I only take it once a day, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. And the first time I ever took this, I did have an allergic reaction to it, so I'm just trying to keep it copacetic. So yeah, this is something really good. It's also like an alternative blood pressure medicine, but the dosage is so low that it doesn't even like act as a blood pressure pill, so no worries about that. So I'm going to talk about one more pill, and then I'm going to go into my last topical, which I forgot to talk about at the beginning because it's not here. I have to go get it. So this product is called Spirulina. And Spirulina is so good. This is like a natural herb. It's like algae, blue-green algae. It has like a lot of like spinach and broccoli. And when you hear those things, you're just like, oh girl, I need to try that. I want to put that on my face. Like literally, these are capsules. They're non-GMO, which means non-genetically modified organisms, okay? Your girl is smart. Don't get it twisted. So these are little green capsules. As you can see, it makes sense as to why they're called spirulina or algae for that matter. You can actually pick these up from the Vitamin Shop. They're about $8 to $9. My esthetician that I love so much, Charlene, she actually recommended these for me because, you know, I was going to her and I was depressed and I was talking about my skincare concerns, and she's cool, you know, like she's not trying to modify anything that my dermatologist told me to take, but in the same sentence, she's like, I think you should go and try DIM Plus. Like, this is good for people that have acne. This is good for women who suffer from hormonal acne. I tried that for a month. Didn't see optimal changes, but I noticed a couple of things. I've been on spirulina for probably, it's 100 vegan these are vegan as well, 100 vegan capsules in here, and I'm probably down to about 20. So I've been on these. I take 2 a day, so that would be like 40, so probably like a month and a half, a little bit less. And honestly, I love these. They won't hurt. Actually, one time I had a pimple right here and I had picked at it, and I'm not gonna lie, I went to see her and she was like, okay, you just got a chemical peel. I don't want to like aggravate it anymore, so I'm gonna put you some hyaluronic acid on there. I'm gonna pop open one of these capsules, mix it together, pop it on there, and literally it worked like a dream. Like, it literally dried it up. So if you guys can't go see a dermatologist, if you don't have insurance or anything like that, I would recommend going to Vitamin Shop and taking spirulina. If you have questions about the dosages, they do have it on the back. I mean, you can take one of these 3 times a day, but when I first started, I took like 4 of them a day for like the first week, and then I reduced that to 2 pills a day. So I definitely think this is something you can try if you're into that, if you want to try supplements that also can aid in mitigating hormonal and cystic acne. So yeah, honestly, don't see anything wrong with adding this into your regimen because it's, like I said, it's less than $10. It's vegan, and I mean, it's just really good for you. Like, read about it so you can learn more because I'm on board. So yeah, the last product that I want to talk about is a bleaching cream. Okay, I know when y'all hear about bleaching cream, y'all probably think about Black China and that one girl that she went into business with in Africa, but like, no, this is not it. I mean, I'm sure if you use it the wrong way, it could turn into that, but you can't really see like the packaging or anything. But this is called an HCQR cream. It has like 5% hydroquinone, which is like one of the biggest factors in bleaching. So this has like a dual purpose. So it acts as a bleaching cream, and it also acts as like an acne fighter is what I've seen. So when I use it on pimples that are like blackheads. I use it on hyperpigmentation, and I also just use it on pimples that I feel like will leave a spot behind. I'm really in tune with my skin. But yeah, so this is just like a bleaching cream, and it comes in a little tube like this. You have to refrigerate it. My lights are like so bright today. You have to refrigerate it. It has like a little pump. Like, I don't want to pump it up too much, but you can literally like scoot it up. I don't know if you guys can see it like coming up right there, but I don't want to take it out. So literally the way that I apply this, I only use this at night unless my skin is like cray. Like, I might use it before I go to the gym, but I use this at nighttime, and I use this as my last step in my skincare routine. I will literally wash, tone, serum, moisturize, oil, whatever. I'll put a Q-tip in there and just go in and dab it on every spot. So if you guys can see, like, I have a little bit of redness right here, like, not a huge deal to me at all, but this is somewhere where I would typically apply the HCQR until it becomes like more of a translucent color, or like more skin-like, you know what I mean? I'm going to post pictures, like, hopefully I've been posting pictures throughout this video, but I'll definitely post pictures, like, so you guys can see where my skin started and where we are now. I might just leave it at the end of the video. I think that's a little bit more cute, right? Yeah, so at the end of this video, you're going to see like where my skin started and where we are now. When I say started, I mean like the worst of the worst was probably like around November or so, and we're like mid-March, so that has been like 4 months, you know, like I said. But all of this is coupled with, you know, being consistent, drinking a lot of water every day, having a good dietary, or having a good diet that is consistent, right? So like, we have slip-ups, but I try to minimize the dairy, increase the protein, increase the greens and things like that. So this bleaching cream, like I was saying, is called HCQR. You can only get it from a compound pharmacy here in Houston. I don't know about anywhere else. And a compound pharmacy is just that, like, it's compound. So it means when they like mix 2 different products together, and it's not just like 100% pure, you know what I mean? So like a compound pharmacy, you can use your insurance there as well. So if you guys guys do get a prescription from your derm and they're like, okay, you have to go to compound pharmacy, it might be a little bit more expensive than normal, but you can still use your insurance. That's the good thing about it. So this has definitely been life changing. Before, like back in the day, I used to use Proactive bleaching cream, which was hydroquinone. I don't know what percentage it was, but that was the only other product that worked for my dark spots, but it did take a long time. It wasn't like overnight. Honestly, my experience with this is I put it on and the next day, like literally it's slothing away. And a week, like don't even think about it. A week is like done. You know what I mean? Like once you have a pimple that has hyperpigmentation, like can you guys see, like my jaw actually looks kind of bad. Maybe I won't show that. So yeah, I just feel like overall, like I use this every single night on my skin, and that is why we are here today. You know what I mean? So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my testimony. This is my story. This is true. I'm a girl that's fighting acne every day, and I'm just like, I feel like I can relate to any story. And if anybody wants to talk about anything, I get a ton of emails from girls. I get a ton of questions on Instagram about my skincare, about things that worked for me. You might have ordered this. A lot of people actually did go and get like the HCQR cream and got some really positive feedback. I got some negative feedback from a lady. I think she had used this spironolactone. She said that it like overly dried her skin, which that was a shocker, but hopefully her dermatologist can reduce the milligrams or the dosage that she takes, because I just feel like spironolactone was literally the key in, you know, changing my skin as well. So I really appreciate all the feedback, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too wordy and too long. Don't forget to stay tuned for the pictures of the before and after. And until my next video, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching.